Hey guys, I got something to show y'all today. This is a real piece of history. If anybody loves the Illinois Central Railroad, um, I did find something that's from the 1950s off the Illinois Central Railroad. It's older than I am. It's about 70 years old. This is sort of an antique. It's getting close to an antique, but I found an old pumpkin head Illinois Central Railroad spike. One of the original. I'm getting ready to show it to you right now. Look at this. This is an old Illinois Central Railroad spike that I found here in Kentucky on the old IC line, what is called the Paducah and Louisville. This is so awesome. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little black on the top, like on the tip of it there where it's running the track for so long. That black stuff right there, it's creosote, and I can still smell it too. It smells awful. But look, you can see where the plate was, you can see where the rail was. When those 210-2s and the 482s and the 282 Mikados and the 482 Mountain types and the 210-2 Central types was on this railroad and wore out this railroad spike for so many years. It's from 1950 till 1959. It's when they scrapped all the old steam engines. But in 1960, they took the last ride of 2613 in June of 1960. So I can't believe this railroad spike has stood that long on the railroad. I mean, you can see where they molded it. I mean, it's an old mold. The new ones with its mold like that would have been up here. But this railroad spike is off the old IC railroad. As you can see, it looks like a pumpkin head. Looks just like a pumpkin. And this is what they used to look like in the rails. Yep. And there was trillions of these, like on the old IC railroad. But you don't find one like this anymore. So I have a lucky find there. So if anybody has any questions on the Illinois Central Railroad spike or what location I got it from, you guys can look it up on Google Maps on the old rail line. I mean, it was a spur line there on the track, but they took that out years and years ago. There's 2 spur lines there now, but it used to be 3 of them underneath the overpass over on a Kentucky highway. And this was the old IC main line that ran from Princeton and the #1 stop to Dawson Springs, Kentucky. And that's where this railroad spike came from, was the #1 stop in 1950. So this is the last and the first of the railroad spikes from 1950 that was still around today. And I can't believe I found it. It was in an old railroad tie, just rotting away. And I found a date now too, it's a 1955 on it. So this is an old railroad spike. Actually, 1950, they used the same spikes in 1950 till 1959. Then they took those old spikes out, replaced it with new ones. So if anybody has any questions on this old antique railroad spike that I found on the IC Railroad, you let me know. I'll get you guys later. Okay, I'll see you later.